From above, they look like scattered ruins, bricks, timber, and tile. But peer closer, and you'll see the ghost of a street, the outline of a home, the echo of a life once lived. These abandoned places are more than decay, they're stories frozen in time. Join me as we explore 10 of the most haunting abandoned locations on Earth, where nature reclaims what humanity left behind. Our journey begins in Pripyat, Ukraine, a city once brimming with life, now eerily silent. Built in the 1970s to house workers of the nearby Chernobyl nuclear power plant, Pripyat was a model Soviet city, complete with modern amenities, schools, and cultural centers. But in April 1986, everything changed. A catastrophic explosion at reactor number 4 released radioactive material into the air, and within hours, the city was evacuated. What was meant to be a temporary departure became permanent, a city silenced by disaster. In the rush to escape, residents left behind the details of daily life. Classrooms remain untouched, toys scattered across floors, textbooks still open on desks, as if time simply stopped. The silence in these rooms is deafening, echoing the lives interrupted. The Ferris wheel in the amusement park, scheduled to open just days after the disaster, never carried a single child. Now it rusts in the wind, a haunting symbol of joy that never came to be. Over the decades, nature has reclaimed the city. Trees grow through cracked pavement, vines crawl up the sides of concrete buildings, and the forest slowly swallows what remains. It's as if the earth is healing, erasing the scars of human presence. With no people to fear, wild animals now roam freely through the streets, deer, foxes, even wolves. Pripyat has become an accidental sanctuary where wildlife thrives in the absence of human interference. Today, Pripyat stands as a chilling reminder of how quickly civilization can vanish. It's a place frozen in time. A ghost city that whispers stories of the past, urging us never to forget the cost of human error. Off the coast of Nagasaki, Hashima Island rises like a warship from the sea. Once a coal mining hub, it was packed with workers living in towering concrete blocks. Life was dense, industrial, and harsh, until petroleum replaced coal. The island was abandoned almost overnight. Now its skeletal buildings face the sea, slowly crumbling under salt and time. Hashima is a ghost of industrial ambition, fading into the waves. In the heart of the Namib Desert, one of the oldest and driest deserts on Earth, lies a ghost town frozen in time. Kolmanskop's once grand homes are now half buried in sand, their walls slowly crumbling under the weight of the desert's relentless advance. This eerie settlement was born from a diamond rush in the early 1900s, when a railway worker stumbled upon a sparkling stone in the sand, triggering a frenzy that transformed this barren land into a booming town almost overnight. At its peak, Kolmanskop boasted opulent mansions, a hospital, a school, and even luxuries like a bowling alley, ice factory, and one of Africa's first X-ray stations. Theaters and casinos entertained wealthy European settlers who lived in stark contrast to the harsh desert outside, but the prosperity was short-lived. As richer diamond deposits were discovered elsewhere, the town's fortune faded. By the 1950s, Kolmanskop was abandoned, left to the mercy of the desert winds. Slowly, the desert began reclaiming its prize, grain by grain, as if nature itself was erasing the memory of human ambition. Today, sand pours through shattered windows and broken doorways like water through a sieve, filling rooms like an hourglass, marking the passage of time in a place where time itself seems to stand still. Kolmanskop is a mirage made real, an opulent dream conjured from the desert and then undone by time, greed, and the shifting sands of fate. High in California's Sierra Nevada mountains lies Bodie, a once thriving Wild West town now frozen in time. Perched at over 8,000 feet, this remote settlement endures harsh winters and scorching summers, its weathered buildings standing as silent witnesses to a bygone era. In the 1870s, the discovery of gold in the hills surrounding Bodie sparked a frenzy. Thousands of prospectors, drifters, and dreamers poured in, chasing fortune and a better life. At its peak, Bodie boasted a population of nearly 10,000 people, with dozens of saloons, a red light district, and even a Chinatown. It was a town of extremes, where sudden riches could be won or lost overnight. Saloons rang with laughter and gunfire, and lawlessness ruled the dusty streets. Bodie earned a reputation as one of the most violent towns in the West, but like so many boom towns, Bodie's prosperity was short-lived. As the the gold veins ran dry and mining companies pulled out, people abandoned the town in search of new opportunities. By the early 20th century, Bodie was already fading into memory. Today, Bodie is preserved in a state of arrested decay, a haunting time capsule of the American frontier. Its creaking floorboards, broken windows and rusting tools remain just as they were left, offering a rare glimpse into the past. Wandering through Bodie is like stepping into a photograph from the 1800s. It's a place where history lingers in the dry mountain air, a raw, rugged and fleeting echo of the American dream. Clinging to a cliff in southern Italy, Craco looks like it might tumble at any moment. For centuries it thrived on farming and tradition, but landslides in the 1960s forced its people to flee. Now, its stone homes crumble in silence, visited only by wind and birds. Craco is a haunting blend of beauty and fragility, a village lost not to war or industry, but to the shifting earth beneath it. In Homebush Bay, Australia, a rusting shipwreck blooms with life. The SS Ayrfield, once a coal transport vessel, was abandoned in the 1970s. But instead of decaying alone, it became a floating forest. Mangrove trees took root in its hull, turning steel into soil. Nature transformed a forgotten relic into a living sculpture. The SS Ayrfield is a rare sight, where decay meets rebirth. In Chile's Atacama Desert lies Humberstone, a ghost town born of nitrate dreams. Once bustling with workers mining white gold, it thrived in the early 20th century. The town had theaters, pools, even a bowling alley, life in the desert. But synthetic nitrates ended the boom, and Humberstone was abandoned. Preserved by the dry air, its buildings stand eerily intact. Humberstone is a relic of industrial rise and sudden collapse. Just outside Berlin, Balitz-Heilstatten sprawls like a forgotten nightmare. Once a cutting-edge sanatorium and wartime hospital, it now decays in silence. Trees grow through roofs, rusted beds lie untouched, and history lingers in every corridor. Balitz is where medicine, war and time collide, haunting and unforgettable. Varosha was once Cyprus's crown jewel, a glamorous beach resort for the rich and famous. But in 1974, war came, and the city was evacuated overnight. Hotels, shops and homes were left exactly as they were, frozen in time. Fenced off and patrolled, it remains a ghost town by the sea. Nature creeps in, vines climbing walls, birds nesting in balconies. Varosha is a paradise lost to politics, a city paused midsummer. Oradour-sur-Glane is not just abandoned, it's sacred. In 1944, Nazi troops massacred over 600 villagers here. The ruins were left untouched, a permanent memorial to the atrocity. Rusted cars, sewing machines and scorched homes remain exactly as they were. Oradour is a village of silence, grief and remembrance. From Pripyat's silence to Kolmanskop's sands, these places whisper of what once was. They remind us that time spares nothing, not cities, not dreams. Yet in their decay they hold beauty, mystery and meaning. Which abandoned place spoke to you the most? Let us know in the comments. Like and subscribe for more journeys into the forgotten corners of the world.